Hello everyone, welcome to your favorite football page, Fans Top 90. My name is Josh, and with me here is Samson, and we will be bringing you the recap of football games this week, especially from the Champions League. So, I want to make a very strong statement right from the get-go. Everybody's thinking it. Twitter has said it. The EPL ain't shit. Premier League is not it. It's not as hyped as everybody said it was because that's like about five EPL teams. Two were beaten embarrassingly, and the others scraped a draw. What do you have to say? Manchester
I
United fan.
think this is what you are doing first. You are selecting information. In the group stages, right? You had six Premier League teams that had automatic qualification. So you can't just let's just say that the EPL teams were tired, they were gassed out.
Uh,
That's the only that's
I
just the
raise
reason.
you this. I
That's
raise
just the
you
reason.
this. The better teams in the world win when it matters.
Hey, it's too early now. We still have return legs now,
Five
right?
two. 5-2 is too
We
early.
have return legs.
5-2
Return
is too
legs.
early.
We have return legs. It's not. It happens. It happens. Again, it is the Champions League. I mean, think about it. What makes the Champions League the Champions League is that sometimes you can have a bad game and that ends your race.
Fair,
So
fair,
let's see.
fair,
Let's see how it goes. Let's
fair.
see how it
But
goes.
okay, away from the attack on the Premier League. Looking at it, there were some surprising losses. I mean, we expected the Madrid and Man City game to be, tougher than that. And Man City lost 3-0 with an exceptional performance from Valverde. And then there's Chelsea. Everybody were very excited about this matchup. It was like either revenge for PSG or an opportunity for Chelsea to, prove their points. But apparently, the world champions collected. What's your opinion about that? And I know Tottenham's game was a series of unfortunate events. Funny enough, in the Chelsea game as well, there was a goalkeeper change and goalkeeper errors. What's your take on all of that?
I think, as I said earlier on, I think the Premier League teams just generally had a bad outing. I think apart from Liverpool, I think Liverpool actually played well. But apart from Liverpool, Arsenal were bad. Like every other team, didn't just the performance was just not there. I don't know why, but let's see. Hopefully, most of those teams are going to have their return legs in their home in England. So let's see how it turns out there. Let's just play down to chance. Away you were playing away, you had pressures, you were not ready for it. Let's just play.
What
Let's just
about
play
what
like
about
that.
Newcastle that is going to play at the camp now?
For Newcastle, I said earlier on, I think Newcastle, one thing that Newcastle has going for them is their physicality. Now, of course, I know the Camp Nou is a very, very large stadium. I understand that. But let's just see. I think their match against Barcelona, Barcelona didn't really overpower them that much. Like the midfield, like Barca could not control the game from the midfield the way your Barcelona typically would. So, but I'm very curious. I think that match against Newcastle at the Camp Nou is going to be one to watch. To be quite honest, because the game is still pretty open. It's very,
Yeah.
very open.
One could even say that Barcelona has still not been fully moving on 100% since that Atletico game. Even they gave everything in that game, world class performance, even though they didn't get to qualify. But I think it was more of a statement for them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm not just saying that as a Barcelona fan. Anybody in the world that watched that game knew that Barcelona is not a team to even sit back against. Right? The Atletico Bilbao game after that, you could see the fatigue in the
Yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah. True, true, true.
and even in the Newcastle game as well. Thank God for Omo coming off the bench and causing a penalty. Bodo Glimt has done it again.
I told you now, like I Bodoglu, they give me this vibe of remember that Ajax, like
Yeah,
they give me that belief, like is it like it's something out of a movie, like a small team from like a small town just going to the Champions League and doing wonders. Like it was a convincing win. Like this was not like compared to the rest. Say what you want to say compared to the losses that the English teams lost. The Bodo Glimt performance was like convincing. In fact, I can rate that performance with that of Bayern Munich. It was not a contest. Like, oh god, I think they're my new favorite to win. Even no, 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 even though in my heart I want Arsenal to win a European trophy. I think it would be a disservice to them if Tottenham is relegated and Arsenal still doesn't have a European trophy.
Okay,
It's a word.
wait, let me ask you this question from your heart of hearts.
Okay.
Would you rather Arsenal win the Premier League or Arsenal win the Champions League?
I would prefer them to win the Champions League because I think for a team, a big club in England, I think it is wrong.
Mm.
I'm speaking on behalf of England. Everybody, please. Those of us that are the big, we are the top dogs. At least we have like one. We have like one. So I think to
It's
make
about
it,
time for them,
it's
to
about
join the
time.
big boys club.
Because if they don't get it now, they don't get it now. I don't know where they're going to get it because every other European team is they seem to be building something. I don't know what they're building, but they're building something. Barcelona is building something.
Yeah.
Every team is building something. So I think this is their season.
All right. So before we move on to the games for the weekend,
Yeah.
out of all the okay for the Champions League game, high scoring games were Bayern Atalanta. They were completely rampant, as Jibegni would say. 6-1. Chelsea was humiliated 5-2. Tottenham lost 5-2 as well. Which one of these games would you rate as the most embarrassing to watch? No, be honest. Be honest.
Tottenham.
That's-
Tottenham was just like, especially as a Manchester United fan, that some other Manchester United other Ruben Amorim, it is quite annoying when your team is doing something and then somebody somewhere does one error that just brings down the morale of everybody. Like, I feel bad for. Remember Carrios now in Liverpool?
I was going to
Like,
say
oh
that.
god, it's just it happens. It happens. So I feel sad for them, but that loss was humiliating. To be honest.
But Chelsea goalkeeper Jorgensen has actually made some terrible errors that led to how many goals? 3 goals in about 10, 15 minutes. Bad day at the
Again,
office for
because
goalkeepers.
think about it, you had a Robert Sanchez and you started a Jorgensen. It does not make sense. In fact, I feel that Chelsea are trying to prioritize the league rather than the Champions League. That's
The
that's
league
what
and
that's
qualifying
why.
for
Yeah, to qualify
Champions
for
League next
Champions League.
season.
That's what I think because it did not make sense. It didn't.
Well, you say that's what they're prioritizing, but Chelsea fans out there, I'm sure I'm speaking your mind when I say that. All of us feel that Liam Rosinoa is smoking weed, bad weed, very bad weed before the game, before he picks his lineup because I don't know what he was thinking. So, final notes on Champions League. Who would you rate as your player of this week's fixture? Like, out of everybody, who do you think stood out for you personally?
Michael Olise. I think I told you earlier on. I said if Olise had the PR Yamal had, if he had the PR
When we start
Yamal
when we
had,
start that
oh
talk, yeah.
god, because he has been on fire. I don't know for some reason nobody's just saying anything about him. He has been on fire. Not even this last match, like he has been on fire. He had two Robin type of goals. Two. I mean, please for me it's Olise.
Okay, even though I am a Yamal stan any day, but for these fixtures, I think Olise really performed.
Yeah.
And there's no time to talk that player. No, we just focus on waiting there. So moving on quickly for the games for the weekend. Speaking of the weekend games, I think that Chelsea is really messed up. Like they're out already. I feel very bold saying that there's no comeback for you people because PSG, you guys are playing this weekend, and PSG is not playing any other League One game till 21st of March, meaning that they beat you all convincingly, and then they would have enough time to rest to go at full tempo again. So it's over. If you're a Chelsea fan, give up. Just give up now. It's over for you. But
As an English fan, do not give up. Chelsea, you guys have won everything.
Stop giving
Do not
them
give
false
up.
hope.
Look at
Stop giving them false hope.
look at the Barcelona fan. Look at the Barcelona fan. After Atletico was 1-4, what did you do? You came out guns blazing, right?
Because my faith had substance. Do you understand? We've done it before, and we almost did it.
Don't worry, Chelsea will do it again. Chelsea, I'm rooting for you. See,
Maybe they want you.
English team needs to perform well so that we'll have 5 spots. So you see, those 5 spots are very, very important. Please.
All right, for those people that we played in the weekend in La Liga, we have Barcelona is playing at home to Sevilla. Real Madrid is also at home to Elche. Atletico is at home to Getafe. Now, I know that Barcelona Sevilla is going to be a tricky one, a very tricky one. It's always a tricky game. I see Madrid beating Elche. I don't know about you. I see Madrid beating
I
Elche,
mean,
but
coming from beating
Man
Manchester
City,
City,
they're on
I
a
mean,
high. They're on a high. So Barcelona, both teams, Real Madrid and Barcelona, need to win their games to keep the
yeah,
title race
definitely,
alive.
definitely.
Atletico, Getafe might be a tricky one because Getafe is a stubborn team. Even if they are bottom of the league, you don't want to play them. Nobody likes playing Getafe because they can always pull up an upset. But in the Premier League, Arsenal are going to have another tough game.
Okay,
Barely surviving Leverkusen. They are going up against Everton, but they are playing at home.
okay.
Is it not the same 10-man Everton that Man U lost to? So,
I
with the
think
rubbish Arsenal playing against Leverkusen.
I think Everton is that team that's very annoying to play against. And funny enough, they have what it takes to hurt us now. Again, I'll still say it. I'm rooting for Arsenal. I am rooting for Arsenal,
Blasphemy.
let me not say much. Let me not say much. Let me not
All
say
right.
much.
Man City goes up against West Ham, who are at home. Um, if Man City wants to keep their title hopes alive, they have to win that game.
Definitely.
But then, if they can draw against Nottingham Forest, well,
Yo, Nottingham Forest are quite solid defensively, so don't don't equate it to. So, but I feel our Man City will have an easy win against West Ham. Of course,
anyway,
yeah, and West Ham are also trying to they're trying to battle relegation also. So it's going to be a
that's why I
tough
said
match,
it's a
but
tricky game.
it is.
On the other side, you people are going against Aston Villa. What say you about that game?
Who flog them? Who is Aston Villa? I just hope. I hope.
We'll flog them to hope.
No. I think the psyche of Manchester United has reduced. I don't know. There's something. I don't know what it is, but there's some
Before I
sort of
finish,
lack. There's some sort of lack of belief. I don't really understand.
before I don't finish,
But hey,
the
go
Carrick
for it.
effect is fading.
Don't worry. It's Aston Villa now. I mean, if there's one thing that we know how to do, we know how to beat Aston Villa.
All right, so we'll see on Saturday now. It's probably among the last games of the day, sir. Two more games to talk about, and then we'll call it a wrap. Chelsea and Newcastle. I'm sorry, Chelsea fans, you've got a rough week and a rougher one ahead. Because come on, this is crazy. On the other hand, we made a video and we talked about how Newcastle also had a tough fixture week.
Yeah.
So they are going up against Chelsea, even though they were trash, they're still a formidable team. Yeah, and after this, you now go up against Barcelona at Camp Nou. It's tough luck to you guys, but personally, I can't even call this one Chelsea or Newcastle. I really can't. But Newcastle actually put up a really strong performance at St James Park against Barcelona. But then they are going to the Stamford Bridge, so it might be a completely different game entirely. But who do you think will come out on top?
Again, I still feel like my Newcastle is a very physical team. That's my problem. This Chelsea team has not had that physicality yet. I don't know, maybe they are missing Cucurella. I don't know that, but that winning of deals, one on one, those individual moments that defines a game. Chelsea have lacked it for a while. So I feel that Newcastle will be able to use that to their advantage.
I mean, the way Dembele and Bakola were running riot of fun,
Exactly.
it was. I felt bad for the guy.
And you have in this Newcastle midfield, they had very mobile people. Like these guys are mobile; they can run. These guys
They
can
have
run.
they have the legs to go
So
the full
it's
90.
it's going to be quite tough for. But again, Jean Pedro is that player that can create magic. So again, it's going to be a tight game. I think it's going to be a tight game. But I just hope that Chelsea can bury their chances when they see it.
When they say it. Finally, Liverpool Tottenham. This one is with. I know both of them had poor outings, not necessarily poor outings, but Liverpool did put up something against Galatasaray.
Yeah.
So, but still, they are both teams that are not in their elements yet. But I think everybody watching can agree that Tottenham is more likely to lose this encounter.
But again, I think I come from a place of desperation for Tottenham because
They are going to Anfield, though.
because if they lose this match, they are definitely going into the relegation zone. So I think even no matter how their performance has been, I think like that alone, there's something that as a football player, there's something that you might think like so far, not this team has not gone under relegation. It won't be under my watch. I don't know if you care what I'm saying. So that
Mm.
psyche, I feel like they will come out and make sure that they don't, especially when your rivals are trying to win the league. I mean, think
I
about
beg.
it.
Leave that seat, Tottenham, just leave there. It's over. Who knows? We might actually see one of these top, Premier League teams get relegated in our time.
But again, that's what I was thinking they were going to do against Atletico, and they they disappointed me
Bro, they
woefully.
will collect. Liverpool will beat them, I beg.
All right.
All right, so let us know what you think about what we talked about in the comments. Who you think would make it to past the round of 16? Who you think will survive this weekend round of games? And as you finish this video, take time out, go on your knees, pray for Chelsea, pray for them, say a word, a prayer or two, lay hands on a Chelsea fan if you see them passing because I never see anything. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely day.